Board of the meeting of the Planning and Zoning Commission, Village of Bartlett, Counties of Cook, DuPage, and Kane. Please call.
The meeting is now live. Raise hand is enabled. To raise your hand, press star 5. This meeting is being transcribed. This meeting is being recorded.
Please please call to order. Please call the roll.
Don Borkman.
Here.
Michelle Sarwaz.
Here.
Charlie DeVoe.
Here.
George Koziel.
Here.
Bob Beccaro.
Here.
John Miasso.
Here.
Lee Capadukakis. Amy McSwain.
Here.
Mike Weirden.
Here. You have before you the minutes from the April 23rd meeting. Chair will call, I can't even think, a motion to approve the minutes, please.
Move to approve the minutes.
Second.
Moved by Amy, seconded by
Whoever.
Michelle. Okay. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
John Borkman. Abstain.
Abstain. Thank you.
Michelle Sarwaz.
Yes. Here.
Charlie DeVoe.
Yes.
George Koziel.
Yes.
Bob Beccaro.
Yes.
John Miasso.
Yes.
Amy McSwain. Mike Weirden.
Yes. You show that Julie arrived at 7:03. Next item is the public forum. Does anybody have anything to address to this board that is not on tonight's agenda? We have an email that will be attached to the minutes. Okay, I guess there's nothing. The first item on the agenda is case number 2610, Axium Tenant Improvements, Phase 4, 1201 Humbracht Circle. Are the petitioners present? Okay, if you're going to speak, please come up to the microphone and then I can swear you in. Anybody else that intends to speak, fill out a sheet in the back and you will be called. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly affirm that the evidence you're about to give is only the whole truth?
Yes.
Please state your name and address for the record. It can be the business address.
Chad Moorhead, 1201 Humbracht Circle, Bartlett.
Okay, and do we have the exhibits, picture of the sign, boy, I'm having a hard time tonight. Newspaper and the cards from the post office?
Yes, we do.
Yes. I don't have my cheat sheet in front of me, see? Okay, mark those exhibits A, B, and C. Go ahead and present your case.
Ooh.
I'm fighting a migraine, so I'm sorry for some confusion here.
You gonna serve beer on Sunday? I'm gonna do it.
Apologies. Okay, so the request we have is to place a chiller in the front of this building, approximately at this location. The chiller will be screened. The idea behind this is that the process line that this runs, the equipment needs to be somewhat close to. The option would be to put it on the roof up here in some location so that it could be close, would be the alternate option. The reason that we're requesting to put it up towards the front of the building is so that during the winter, because the unit runs a process line that runs year-round, and having a chiller in the winter, A, it's hard on the chiller, and B, to put people up on the roof to maintain it and adjust it and correct it. While it can be done safely, it's a pretty harsh environment up there when it's whatever temperature it is, low temperatures and such. So it's a pretty basic request from a maintenance and a operation standpoint that we just wanted to ask to place it there. Okay, so I think this depicts about where the chiller sits in the front of the building. as well as the distances that we have from the building directly to the top in this drawing, and the existing right-of-way at the bottom. This would be the fence, so that you cannot see it. It's obstructed, and it looks like a fence in the front of the structure. There's also a landscape plan to go around it to soften the feel of the fence as well. I think that's the general gist of it. I appreciate your consideration. And if there's any, of course, if there's any questions, I'm assuming you were just asked them now. I apologize. I'm not used to this.
Well, and I suppose with that 8.5-foot fence, it would almost look like another story on top of the building if you had it on the roof. I mean, it'd be pretty high up there.
It would be pretty high up there. It's certainly,
Aesthetically, I would think this is going to look better than having it on the roof.
Rooftop mechanicals are required to be screened. So if you drive out there, you would see most of the buildings do have rooftop screening.
Yes, but I mean, we typically don't have 8.5-foot fencing on most of them, do we?
It varies depending on
What's up there? Okay. Did you get any emails or calls from the public?
No, we did not.
Anyone else? Go ahead with questions.
Staff, is there an easement where where the proposed location is?
No, there's not.
So there's nothing on the ground, no buried utilities?
No.
And I noticed that just to the north of this proposed location, there's an existing transformer. Correct. I mean, driving by it, there's the usual green box. To me, that's a transformer.
I was out
So
there.
there's already-
There's a transformer out
Yeah.
there.
oh, yes, there is a transformer out there.
So will
Further
the
down
will
Munger.
the fence cover the transformer too?
It could. I mean,
Because that's it's easily a 6-foot transformer.
it's a big transformer. It's the biggest they have, yes.
By the way, you should do better quality assurance on cleanup around that transformer.
Okay.
So just
Duly noted.
parts laying around there.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, the 8'6" fence, I think that's where it's located. It's in a depression. There's actually a ditch. So if you're driving on Munger Road, you're higher up. So you don't really see the full 8'6". You're not on a level playing field. So that's good. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering, I have no issue with your answers to the standards. I think they're addressed. The standard number one, I just want to talk about that a little bit more. You arrived at this location because everything else was ruled out. Now, on the northeast corner, not on the main roof, but there's a pod. I think it's a mechanical room, and I think there are chillers on that roof, correct?
That is correct.
And then on the southwest corner, there's another mechanical room with, I think there's some Dacon RTUs up there, two handlers, air handlers.
That is correct.
Did you explore that location for a possible location?
We definitely did. These chillers that are on this side of the roof are feeding lines running down through this side, and these chillers are running this side. The problem is that the line that we want to run, the production line, when I say line, the production line is running down this front wall, and it's a space thing, really, because the backside, of course, is the docks, is the warehouse. So then it pushes the production line towards the front of the building, which then to get the chiller within its requirement for how far you can pump the water from the chiller to the line.
Yeah, I noticed on the grade level on the dock side, there's really no room for it.
Right.
It just seems that this is a practical solution. A lot of thought went into it from what I could see.
Yeah, I agree, Mike.
It's an unusual situation for us to see something like this, but for them, it would be practical to, and they're not just trying to enhance profit as some of the findings of fact talk about. And I think finding of fact number 5 talked about they're exceeding the landscaping.
They're adding additional landscaping on the outside of it to kind of continue their existing foundation landscaping that they currently have there.
Okay.
How long have you been in the facility?
It's not been a year, I'm going to say. I'm trying to remember exactly how long we've been in there. It's been a build-out as we've purchased the building and worked with the company that was building it originally. I want to say it's been less than a year to get the building up and running.
So I guess I'm wondering, why wasn't this part of the original site plan?
Great question. So really, when we put lines in, we try to do it in a way that when we have orders, we know that we can have a business so that we can supply, make the money back from whatever we're doing. The south is a different type of bottle. It's made out of EBM plastic versus the north end is made out of a PET plastic. So the contracts for that north end didn't go in right away. We didn't have that business to start with.
Okay, thank you.
I do want to add to that they were not the original builders. The building was built as a spec without a known tenant. And they have chosen to phase their build-out. And so there wasn't an overall plan when they started these different phases, the different production lines. So there wasn't an overall plan. Otherwise, we would have stopped. This would have gone through planning and zoning initially, had we known this.
Thank you for the clarification. Anyone else? At this point, we shall open it up to the public. Anyone in the audience? Doesn't look like we have a big group of people.
Standing room only?
Anyone online or anything? We don't? No. Okay. Any further discussion or motions?
I'll make a motion. Boy. I'll make a motion on case 26-10, Axium Improvements Phase 4, for a site plan amendment, variation for a chiller unit in the corner side yard, and a variation for a fence height to 8.5 feet. So I make a motion to pass on a positive recommendation to the village board.
Okay.
Based on the conditions and findings of fact from the staff.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor at this point.
Second.
At this point, we'll close the public hearing. Now, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, it's been moved by Bob Bucaro, seconded by John Miazzo. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
John Borkren? Yes. Michelle Sarwaz?
Yes.
Charlie DeVoe?
Yes.
George Koziel?
Yes.
Bob Picaro?
Yes.
John Miasso?
Yes.
Julie Kapudakakis?
Yes.
Amy McSwain?
Yes.
Mike Weirden?
Yes. Okay, you got a unanimous vote of approval, so stay in touch with staff to see when it appears on the agenda. Anything else under new business, old business?
We'll have a meeting next month.
Next month, okay.
Well, okay. Serve beer and Sunday.
Very good. Any motions to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn?
Moved by Michelle, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, we're adjourned.
Okay.
Thank you for an easy night.